Catch who likes his tuna. There we go, baby. Yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Hi guys, it's Sweet Tooth again. I'm bringing you another video. Today we're going to call it Groundhog Day. Today is Thursday, the 19th of July. Thanks for coming along, and I was going to do two videos today actually, and I've done one. The previous video was about the fear of making decisions. Today we're talking about something that affects probably 90% of people out there, and that's the repetitiveness of daily life in general. It can be any country, it could be anywhere, and we're calling it Groundhog Day. What it is, well, you know what that means. It's where you're just doing the same things day in, day out, day in, day out, and you get to the point where you think, right, great. Is there any real change to this? A lot of people book holidays. They think, oh well, I'll book a holiday for a week and that'll change things. It'll mix things up in my life because I'm sick of tidying up. I'm sick of cooking. I'm sick of cleaning. I'm sick of going to work. I'm sick of buying food, cooking food, washing up, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, washing up, washing the clothes, hanging out the clothes, drying the clothes, doing the chores, and you know, it's the same repetitive thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? Every week you're washing up, every week do the washing, get up, have a shower, do the gym, and it's like your day is the same as the next day, 7 days a week. People think, oh, the weekend's here, great, the weekend, hey, but it's the same. You're making your food, then you wash up, then you go to the toilet, repeat, make your meals, clean up. Then you go to sleep, wake up, bake something to eat, wash up, think about the day, make some lunch, wash up, clean up, and it's just the same old Groundhog Day. And then, you know, it just gets me down eventually, you know, I mean, part of it is the familiarization, the familiarness of having things in your life that you're comfortable with, which is good, but at the same time, those are the very things that can get you down. Because if you have fear of change and fear of doing something different, then, you know, you scurry back to your comfortable world where, you know, things are where they are. You know where your knives and forks are, and you know where your cups are, your car's parked outside, you know how much petrol you've gone on it, you know how much money's left in your account every month. You don't spend more than you need to. You're worried about your finances. You're worried about what you're going to eat for tea. It's like my diet is very repetitive. You know, I eat a lot of pasta. I don't eat much meat. I've cut right back on that because of health reasons. As well as I used to love chips, and now I only have chips maybe once a week, possibly. And as you get older, of course, you're worried about your health, aren't you? My heart. Yeah, so this Groundhog Day is so depressing. It really is. Yeah, I mean, sure, you could do a bit of shopping. Oh, I'll buy myself a few different clothes, or I might buy myself a new TV, or I might buy myself something else as a treat. And in the end, I mean, it comes down to the same repetitive going round and round and round like a hamster in a cage. And most of society is on this wheel that we call this bloody big wheel. And summer is a very featureless, bland type of year where nothing really seems to change. I mean, at least autumn you've got the changing of the leaves. Everything's going brown. In spring you've got the different flowers coming up. The winter time can be a bland time, but I love the winter anyway because it's cool, it's cozy, and the fire's on. And when the fire's on, it's always changing. But that becomes repetitive because it's like put the fire on in the morning, then clean the fire out, chop, you know what I mean? And that's, you know, so you do that 7 days a week, it gets a bit boring after a while. I love the fire, you know, but cleaning the log burner out is like, oh, I've got to do that again, then again, then again. And I don't really, a lot of people don't like going on holiday anymore because that's repetitive. I mean, you go abroad and it's like, if you've got a family or a partner or whatever, you're just cleaning up, aren't you? You're unpacking the kids' cases or yourself. Then you have to wash yourself, the same as you do at home. You're having to find something to eat. Then you're having to sort. The only difference is that you don't have to clean up so much, you know. But that's it. And if you go self-caring, it's just the same as being at home, except for there's a bit of sun, a different location. Especially for anyone like a housewife or a house husband that's at home a lot, and the husband decides he wants a week or 2 weeks away because to break his groundhog day and he wants a rest from work. But you know yourself, all you'll be doing is looking after the kids and tidying up. So there's no real break for you guys. Sure, yeah, you know, everything's a Groundhog Day with lacerations of interruptions from breakdowns of appliances and cars and general someone dies or there's bereavements or whatever, you know. So it's kind of like a Groundhog Day with splatterings of disasters. I suppose that's the way it is. It's not like Groundhog Day, but then all of a sudden someone's posted you a nice big fat check. It's just a Groundhog Day of getting up, paying the bills, you're a slave to your job. You come back, you make something to eat, and your biggest decision in life is what you're going to have for a takeaway on Sunday night. Shall I have black bean sauce or shall I have sweet and sour? Ooh, wow, my life is such an adventure. You've got the house clean and tidy, you've done all the chores, any other chores that you need to do, you can't be bothered. You know you need to do things, but you just can't be arsed. Fear of that opening the door, who's at the door? Oh, two guys with clipboards. What bill have I not paid? Groundhog Day, doing the same shit day in, day out, or is it the same day, different pile of shit? My teeth cleaned today. I did brush them. Yeah, so yesterday what did I do yesterday? I cut some wood and I'm starting to fill the shed now full of wood. I suppose I'm going to have to check on, the builder said to come round next week. I'll have a pile of wood there for you, but I mean, it's 1 o'clock. I might think of venturing out and having a look, but I'm always worried about the diesel I'm spending. We had to put £20 in the van yesterday. Just like, you know. And fuel's always my biggest worry, you know what I mean? I can't really afford to put fuel in the van. I really can't. I mean, it's just, I wish I had an electric vehicle so I could plug it in and then, you know, and it had a range of about, I only need a range of about 100 miles and then plug it in again. That's all. I don't do any long journeys really. Just a little electric vehicle that had the capacity to get me a load of wood in like an electric van. So I thought, well, I will have I can see people more, I can make the trips, and I'm not worried about having to bloody go to the petrol station every time. Because I really just can't afford diesel. I really can't. I had a friend once who he was living in a Groundhog Day where he got up, he smoked, he had his coffee, then he smoked, had some more coffee, had a really bad diet. He used to eat a lot of cheese and meat, and he was he was overweight, and he was a real nasty bastard as well. Fell out with him. The story goes that I did him a favour and he didn't acknowledge that favour. He owed me some money and we fell out over it, and he was really nasty. He was always been in. He's a nasty fat. I'm not going to say it. I can't really swear on YouTube, but you know what I mean. You've met these obnoxious people, and there's always one that sticks out in your mind, and he was that, and his sister was even worse. Oh, the cat wants to. Oh, he's the cat. There he is. Anyway, so Groundhog Day, yes. Anyway, going back to the story of this lad, we call him Andrew. I don't think I've known. Not all Andrews are bad, but I've known a few bad Andrews. Our landlord here, he's called Andrew. That's not landlady, son, but he's a nice guy. Really, I like him, and his wife's really nice as well. Really down to earth guy, you know what I mean. Lives in a nice place, but he you know, he's not a snob. He's just a really nice guy, and his wife's lovely as well. And they've got plenty of stuff, but he's just Mr. Nice, Mr. Normal. And you get these people in life that you see all big cars and big houses to change their groundhog lifestyle, and they're just nasty bits. Anyway, that is another subject. Going back to Groundhog Day. Anyway, this lad I knew, he was I talked about him. He didn't have he was on the sick, and it's basically he had a car, and he just said to me once, he said, I can't afford to leave my area. I can't afford to put the diesel in it. So yeah. So that's what I mean. So he was stuck in a groundhog style lifestyle, which I am at the moment. Nothing's happening. I was hoping things were going to change. Every month this court thing, my father's estate still going on. 1 month after the next, nothing's been done. You know, I'm enjoying the peace, don't get me wrong, I love peace and quiet. And a lot of people watching this now will be enjoying the peace and quiet. It's nice when you're at home and you're on your own. And I do like my own space. I do. I like it. I can spend 12 hours a day, which I do on my own. My partner goes to work. I have other incomes coming in. So I have that luxury to a degree, and I mean, with one thing or another, I couldn't cope anywhere because I'm on the tablets I'm on. But it gets to the point where every day is the same, and it's nice to be able to think, well, I want to change from that. But not being able to go outside and fear going outside, you're stuck. Groundhog Day. So how do we break it, guys? You know, my advice, well, baby steps, isn't it? So I'm trying not to get fur in the eye because he's in my face again. Bless him. He's had a new collar on. Check the video out on that one. Look at that. You big soft boy, aren't you? Look at those big eyes. Oh, big soft daddy. Look at this new collar. He's got a little collar on. Oh, a little collar, so if you go running off after the rabbits. Big soft cat. Yeah. Look at the camera. Anyway, guys, thought I'd do a video about that. I've got loads coming. Thanks very much for coming along to my channel, and I hope everyone's okay. Remember, I love you guys. I'll send you some love, man. I'll leave it back to the cat. Oh, he's a big soft boy. He's a big softy.